Welcome to College Briefing. The content of the briefing includes: UK's opposition Labour Party gets a boost from Scotland by-election victory. Flying solo, evolving the thinking on women who age alone. Costco clothing is cheap. Wall Street Journal readers love it. But is it actually good value? Oldest evidence of humans in Americas confirmed by new research. Meet the maestro from Mississauga, Jordan D'Souza, returning home to conduct La Boheme at the COC. UK's opposition Labour Party gets a boost from Scotland by-election victory. Al Jazeera. The UK's Labour Party has won a by-election in Rutherglen and Hamilton West, Scotland, in a result seen as an indicator of the party's popularity ahead of next year's national election. Labour took the seat from the Scottish National Party, SNP, doubling its total number of Scottish seats from 1 to 2. The result puts pressure on SNP leader Humza Yousaf and adds to the party's recent decline in popularity. Labour needs to regain ground in Scotland to win a majority in the general election that must be held by the end of 2024. Flying solo, evolving the thinking on women who age alone. The Globe and Mail. Older women who live alone do not necessarily experience loneliness or isolation, according to author Vicky Larson. Many women develop deeper ties to family, friends, neighbors, and wider communities after living alone, and some become very good at being their own source of comfort and security. However, unkind assumptions about older women who live alone still persist, with depictions of lonely spinsters prevalent in popular culture. Research on the experiences of older women who thrive alone is limited, but recent studies challenge the narrative that living alone leads to loneliness or isolation. Public health officials have long warned about the health problems associated with loneliness in older age, including depression, dementia, cardiovascular disease, and shortened lifespans. However, recent research suggests that living alone does not necessarily lead to loneliness. The distinction between living alone, social isolation, and loneliness is important, as these are highly personal experiences that are often treated as interchangeable. While loneliness can increase with age, older women consistently report feeling less lonely than younger women. Older women are also more likely to have people they can rely on and find their relationships more satisfying. Marital status also plays a role in the experiences of older women. Older women who never married tend to report feeling less lonely than those who are separated, divorced, or widowed. The greedy marriage theory suggests that marriages can consume a person's time and energy, leaving them with fewer social ties outside of the marriage. Older women who never married often maintain more robust social ties with friends, siblings, neighbors, and communities. On the other hand, being widowed may not necessarily lead to loneliness, especially if the marriage was unhappy or involved years of caregiving. In examining loneliness among older women, race also plays a role. Black and Asian women tend to report lower levels of loneliness compared to white women, potentially due to their wider web of social connections and extended family structures. The research suggests that the experiences of older women living alone are complex and cannot be reduced to simple narratives of loneliness or isolation. Instead, more attention should be paid to the diverse experiences and relationships of older women. Costco clothing is cheap. Wall Street Journal readers love it. But is it actually good value? Wall Street Journal. Costco's private label clothing brand, Kirkland Signature, has gained a cult following among regular guys who claim that the brand delivers the ultimate value for money clothing. Many fans commend Costco's famously lenient return policy and the convenience of updating their closet while grabbing groceries. The clothes are known for their affordability, with $14 jeans and $25 shirts that are often compared to more expensive brands. The quality of Kirkland clothing was tested by an Australian fashion editor who embarked on a Costco crash course, buying a $60 annual membership and a bunch of Kirkland items to live in for a couple of weeks. The clothes were found to be sturdy and perfectly fine, though not necessarily stylish. The white athletic socks, in particular, were praised for their comfort. Costco's apparel business includes men's, women's, and kids' clothing and generates $9.1 billion in revenue globally. The retailer's menswear lineup focuses on items of necessity, such as jeans and gym shorts, and prioritizes comfort and durability over style. Oldest evidence of humans in Americas confirmed by new research. The Independent. New research published in the journal Science confirms that fossil human footprints found in New Mexico are likely the oldest evidence of human presence in the Americas. The footprints, which date back to between 21,000 and 23,000 years ago, challenge the conventional wisdom that humans did not reach the Americas until a few thousand years before rising sea levels covered the Bering Land Bridge. The new study uses two different materials, ancient conifer pollen and quartz grains, to provide additional evidence for the older date range. Meet the maestro from Mississauga, Jordan D'Souza, returning home to conduct La Boheme at the COC. The Toronto Star. Conductor Jordan D'Souza, who will lead the Canadian Opera Company's production of La Boheme this autumn, has spoken about his passion for music education and his dream of collaborating with the Toronto Raptors basketball team. D'Souza, who first fell in love with opera when he watched a performance of Wagner's Götterdämmerung as a teenager, is hoping to encourage a better discussion around how to serve the next generation through his work with students and workshops. Why your diet could be messing with your sleep. The Sydney Morning Herald. A study carried out by Monash University has shown that people who eat high sugar and high fat diets have less deep sleep and lower amplitude of delta brain waves. Both of these are associated with memory, mood, attention, and glucose metabolism. The study, which was published in the journal Nutrients, showed that the negative effects of the unhealthy diet reflected those found in aging and insomnia. The researchers said that although more research was needed, the study provided critical evidence of the impact diet has on sleep. Insecure work is a feature of our labor market. New laws can change that. The Sydney Morning Herald. The Australian government is considering new legislation that will set minimum standards for contract workers and impose stronger penalties on employers who commit wage theft. The proposed measures aim to protect workers who often face job insecurity and limited career development opportunities. The legislation also aims to deter employers from outsourcing work to avoid enterprise bargaining. The changes are seen as necessary to adapt to the changing nature of work and the labor market, and to ensure that workers have job and economic security. Business groups have criticized the proposed legislation. Mission to a metal mass, NASA set to blast off to a failed planet. The Sydney Morning Herald. A SpaceX rocket is set to deliver a spacecraft to a metal asteroid located in the asteroid belt between the inner planets and the gas giants of our solar system. Named Psyche after the Greek goddess of the soul, the asteroid is believed to be the dead metal core of an ancient failed planet. The spacecraft will arrive at Psyche in 2029, providing scientists with the first direct look at the core of a planet. Psyche is of interest to commercial organizations as it is made entirely of metal, including iron and platinum. Who is Jim Jordan, Donald Trump's choice for Speaker of the House? The Independent. Former President Donald Trump has endorsed Rep. Jim Jordan to become Speaker of the House. Jordan, who is an Ohio congressman, is seen as occupying the same lane as Trump did as a presidential candidate and president, representing conservatives who were dissatisfied with Republican leadership. Jordan played a significant role in Trump's attempts to overturn the 2020 presidential election and has faced scrutiny over his alleged refusal to report the sexual abuse of wrestlers he coached while at Ohio State University. He now faces tough competition against House Majority Leader Steve Scalise as Republicans seek to replace Kevin McCarthy as the House GOP seeks to unify. Jordan has few legislative accomplishments and has criticized leaders in his own party as often as he has criticized the Obama administration and Democrats. Jordan quickly became a fixture in conservative media criticizing attempts of the deep state to undermine Trump. He served as one of the chief apologists during Trump's first impeachment trial and participated in a rally to stop the steal on November 5, 2020. Jim Jordan is a constant Fox News presence. Is that enough? Washington Post. Candidates for the position of Speaker of the House of Representatives were due to debate on Fox News, which has a large conservative viewer base. In recent years, the network has had a significant role in the selection of House speakers. Currently, Jim Jordan is the candidate with the most airtime on Fox News, which could give him an advantage. However, the debate was cancelled, possibly due to suggestions that the network's influence on the decision was unfair. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your favorite observer from the 6 Degrees world, Dr. Six. I hope you're all doing well and ready for some news analysis that will leave you craving for more. So, let's dive right in. First up, the UK's Labour Party has scored a much-needed victory in a by-election in Scotland, doubling its number of Scottish seats. This win gives the party a boost of confidence as they head into next year's national election. Looks like the Labour Party is making a comeback, and the Scottish National Party is feeling the pressure. Will Labour be able to regain ground in Scotland and secure a majority in the upcoming general election? Time will tell, my friends. Moving on, let's talk about the stereotype of older women who live alone. Author Vicky Larson challenges the assumption that living alone leads to loneliness or isolation. In fact, many women who age alone develop deeper connections with their communities and become their own source of comfort and security. So, let's break free from those unkind assumptions and celebrate the strength and resilience of older women who thrive alone. Now, let's take a trip to Costco, where their private label clothing brand, Kirkland Signature, has gained a cult following among regular guys. Fans rave about the affordability and value for money that Kirkland clothing offers. A fashion editor even put the clothes to the test and found them to be sturdy and comfortable, if not the most stylish. So, if you're looking to update your wardrobe while grabbing your groceries, Costco might just be the place to go. In some fascinating archaeological news, new research confirms that fossil human footprints found in New Mexico are likely the oldest evidence of human presence in the Americas. These footprints challenge the conventional wisdom that humans arrived in the Americas much later. It's incredible to think about our ancient ancestors and the journeys they took. Who knows what other surprises the archaeological world has in store for us? Now, let's talk about the maestro from Mississauga, Jordan de Souza, who will be leading the Canadian Opera Company's production of La Boheme. Not only is he an incredibly talented conductor, but he also has a dream of collaborating with the Toronto Raptors basketball team. Imagine a symphony of basketball and opera coming together. De Souza's passion for music education and serving the next generation is truly inspiring. I can't wait to see what he achieves in his career. Next up, a study by Monash University reveals that your diet could be messing with your sleep. People who eat high-sugar and high-fat diets have been found to have less deep sleep and lower amplitude of delta brain waves. So, if you want to catch some quality Z's, you might want to reconsider that late-night ice cream binge. Remember, folks, the impact of diet goes beyond the numbers on the scale. Shifting our focus to Australia, the government is considering new legislation to protect contract workers and impose stronger penalties on employers who commit wage theft. These proposed measures aim to address the issue of job insecurity and limited career development opportunities faced by many workers. It's about time we prioritize job and economic security for all. However, business groups are not too happy about these changes. Well, you can't please everyone, can you? In the world of space exploration, NASA is set to blast off to a metal asteroid in the asteroid belt. The spacecraft will arrive at Psyche, the metal asteroid, in 2029, providing scientists with the first direct look at the core of a planet. This could be a game changer in our understanding of planetary formation. And hey, commercial organizations are also interested in Psyche because it's made entirely of metal. Talk about a treasure trove in space. Lastly, let's dive into the world of American politics. Former President Donald Trump has endorsed Rep. Jim Jordan to become Speaker of the House. Jordan, who is seen as a conservative firebrand, has faced scrutiny over his alleged failure to report sexual abuse. However, his strong conservative following and constant presence on Fox News could give him an advantage. But wait, the debate among the candidates for Speaker of the House on Fox News was cancelled due to concerns about the network's influence on the decision. Looks like things are getting interesting behind the scenes. Well, my friends, that wraps up our news analysis for today. I hope you've enjoyed our journey through the latest headlines. Now it's your turn to join the discussion. What are your thoughts on these news stories? Do you have any burning questions for me? The stage is yours, so let's hear what you have to say. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.